We have been doing these traditional ways for over 1 million years. We still got songs that we still be singing the purification ceremonies, and we do a lot of praying. That's what it's all about.
I'm a recovering alcoholic and drug addict.
I've been struggling out with alcohol for several years, pretty much all my life.
I was in high school, I started getting in trouble, and I ended up getting expelled and dropping out eventually.
I almost crashed into a police officer. It was all bad.
Probably had my first drink when I was around 7 years old. I was around it all my life. I probably smoked my first joint when I was probably 8.
So I started drinking and partying, and then I ended up behind a steering wheel of a car and getting a DUI and totaling 2 cars. And I was in a bad situation. I ended up getting sued.
I was a functioning alcoholic. I would go to work every day. I'd be hungover. Survive that day. To celebrate surviving being hungover that whole day, I would go and celebrate by getting intoxicated. It was a vicious cycle of finding ways to justify getting drunk.
Stole my kids, the mother's car, and I took it, and then I was drinking, and I came up here this way, and I was heading back to their house, and I was passing out at the wheel, and my daughter woke me up at the wheel.
I started drinking more and more. Little did I know I was alcoholic then. I've had several DUIs. I was incarcerated for DUIs. I did 11 months. They let me out, and when I got out on the streets, that was just it. I was a felon. And it was hard for me to find a job. Nobody wants to hire felons, so.
My name is Burt Patadal. Where we help these guys, we have a Healing to Wellness Court. We have City Court of Shawnee that helps them pay their fines. And if they do talking circle, sweat lodges, help build the purification lodges, that they get so much taken off their fines. We try to do the traditional ways. A lot of these Indians here has grown up with their traditional ways, but they never have had a purification ceremonies. I started one about 20 years ago here to get these guys going. Now we got about 6 of them. I'm not putting down AA, NA, church or anything, but I found out within the last 20 years doing our traditional ways in our area has really helped a lot of guys with their substance abuse and with their traditions, and helping their marriages and helping get started in life and become self-sufficient.
But I've tried rehabs, detoxes, but I realized, that there is a lot of Native Americans out there that struggle with this addiction as far as alcohol goes and drugging. But there is help. There is help to overcome this. And my sobriety date was November 7th, 2015. It's been going on 1.5 years since I've had a drink of alcohol. I managed to get my kids, my license, even going back to school. And what got me started was Burt, this talking circle, CPNs, and they've done so much for me. They helped me get back on my feet, and let me know that I wasn't just a number out here. I was somebody.
I'm very humble, and I appreciate what Burt and the Talking Circle group has done for me.
Came down here to the Potawatomis, and they set me up coming down here to their GED program. And then they talked to me about going to further my education, about going to college. I got my bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. I've been fortunate to have all this support from this nation. I'm not a tribal member from the Potawatomis, but they helped me.
It's just been real good. I started off doing it for the courts, and then now I'm doing it just for myself to stay right, and it feels good being sober. The purification helps. I just want to live right now. I just want to do everything that's right. I'm gonna do everything that's right.
But as of right now, life has been really good for me. You know, I haven't had no craving, no urge to drink. A lot has changed in my life. I feel like I'm somebody today.
Feel real comfortable here. Like, I know what goes on here and said here stays here. And a lot of the truth being spoke. A lot of people like similar stuff to me, similar stories. I'm just real thankful. Like, I think that God makes everything happen for a reason, and he brought me here.
I could say I'm a lot happier now than I was 2 years ago. Thank God for, the CPN drug court for correcting me and helping me, saving my life, really.